especially the ones that are typically prone to flooding, to flood. So look at the temperature, 77 degrees, so feeling pretty good out there. So no extreme heat, but here is the problem. We've got showers and storms bubbling up out there, and notice the strongest line right now stretching from Rosenberg, close to Sugar Land, El Campo, down to Port Lavaca. Not much for Houston, just some light rain, and also another line of strong storms over into the Golden Triangle, Beaumont, Port Arthur, up to Silsbee and Jasper.
So a little bit of everything we getting this week.
Yeah.
For sure.
What's your favorite type of weather?
My favorite type of weather is what we've had on the rain.
Okay, so
the nice like
sunshine,
early spring
temps near
sun.
90. Well, we had temps near 90.
We had temps near 90, but it started out at like, 60, 70. I'm cool.
Right. Okay.
I like that.
So no, most people start to say, when we start getting close to 90 or around 90, yeah, that's when it gets a little too warm.
Would it be safe to say that this is probably the last, after this rain, this is probably the last of those spring-like temps? Like it's about to like.
They're dwindling.
Oh my God.
They're going down. They're getting fewer and fewer. Pretty soon we're going to be talking about. Wait a minute. How many days have we been in the triple digits?
Man.
So enjoy the spring weather while you can.
Okay.
In Houston, it doesn't stick around for long.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, today we are still going to closely monitor the radar for any rotation with any of these storms. We do still have that severe threat. Even though the flood threat is lower, that 1 out of 5 possible risk for maybe a feisty storm or two that could reach severe levels is going to stick around. It's going to be for parts of Walker County, Montgomery County, Harris County, so all of Houston over into Cold Spring, Cleveland, and down to Galveston. Of course, don't forget, if you're up around the Polk County area, Liberty County, you are under that tornado watch until 7 p.m. That means we're not talking about a huge tornado outbreak, but conditions in the atmosphere are favorable for maybe a brief tornado touching down, so we will watch that closely. Still for Houston, we're in that 2 out of 4 risk for flash flooding, but overall, we're not expecting the need to get out the boats. It's not going to be a humongous widespread flooding event, maybe 1 or 2 flooded streets. But if you live or work in those areas that typically start to easily flood in and around Houston, you're not out of the woods. Just be careful.
It's also an Astros opening weekend too, so
we're monitoring the radar and our futurecast to kind of see like if this rain is going to mess with the Astros game this evening. Let's go to around 7, 7:10, 7:15. Notice around 3, 4 o'clock we got storms that could roll right over Houston. But here's the good thing. We kind of want to get it in and get it out before we get to our Friday evening event. So notice by 6 o'clock, most of that heavy rain is off to the east of Houston. And by 7, 7:15, 7:30, at least this model showing things clearing out. So this is what we want. You want to get out, get your weekend started right without all of that heavy rain and storm action. And it looks like we are going to have a decent chance for that. So we are monitoring the heavy rain, but it looks like the majority of that may be out just in time for the first pitch for the Astros game tonight. Of course, this is the second game in a 3-game series for the opening series. And, I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty excited.
I'm excited
too. The Astros won the first game.
I'm going to tomorrow's game.
Have you been to one before?
I've been to one.
Okay,
and
cool.
I'm going to one. It'll be the first one for my kids tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Nice. Are they excited?
They don't even know. I'm just going to say hop in the car.
That's even better. That's a surprise, a nice surprise.
Absolutely.
And I think tomorrow's game is around 6:15 for that first pitch tonight,
right.
A little after 7. So 71 degrees. We do have some showers and storms showing up here. There could be a brief heavy downpour, but I do think there will be some drier periods. So hopefully we can get that heavy rain in, get it out, but still, just in case, bring the umbrella. Sherman, another big event going on today through the weekend. We've got our own Caroline Collins out there. She's going to be reporting live for us during our evening newscast. She is a lover of golf.
Yes, she loves golf, and she's good at it.
Maybe you don't know. She's really good at it. I believe she got a scholarship.
She did.
To play in college.
And her dad is a great golf pro.
Yeah.
So
she had a great teacher.
She was actually just on Fox Weather. Look, she's on Fox Weather right now. I'm going to turn it around. You see that? Look at that.
Say hello to Caroline.
Yep. So she's on Fox Weather, our national weather platform. So, got a little bit of everything going on at the same time.
And she might try to get a few rounds of golf.
She just might. All right.
Yeah, she loves her golf. Maybe she could teach me. I don't know.
She already gave me a couple of tips on my swing.
Yeah, I went to Top Golf one time and I tried to swing.
Man.
I missed the ball.
Yeah, no, that's how it goes.
I hit the air.
You go to Top Golf for fun, really.
I swung hard too. I was like, oh, I'm doing great.
No, it's not
Got
baseball.
it looks so easy on TV.
It's not baseball.
And then
I had to
went,
come up
"Oh."
to that conclusion too.
And yeah, I hit the air and was kind of embarrassed.
It's all
but
right.
yeah.
Don't worry. Nobody saw it.
All right, so hopefully you can do a little better than that. Hopefully you can hit the ball if you're going to be out there golfing. And we are going to have temperatures heating up this weekend. So for today's rounds out there at the Texas Children's Houston Open, there will still be some rounds of rain, but we are going to have less rain for the weekend. So Saturday, Sunday golf weather looking fantastic if you can handle the heat.
Nice. Ramisha, thank you so much for
All right.
taking out the time to do
No
that.
problem.
I appreciate
Happy
it.
weekend to everybody.
For sure. All right. So let's take a look at some other things that we got going on. So in addition to the rain, in addition to the big pro golf tournament, there's also the premiere of the UFL, the United Football League, that's starting pretty soon, and we got a preview of that. Take a look at that right now.
First, I'm talking with Catherine Schultz. She's the Vice President of Events. And what else?
Business, I don't know.
What else?
It's
Business
a,
operations?
It's a long title.
It is a long title. Title. You know, I like that when you do.
It's not even intentional. You're just so good at bringing out my southern drawl. Yes.
Oh, you know, I love it when you do that. Okay, guys. UFL cranking up tonight. First game of the season right here at TD-ECU Stadium. You might get some sunlight. I mean, I'm not sure if Mike Iskovich predicted sunlight or not, but we may get some sunlight. A couple of things that broke during the morning show that we didn't know was going to break. I had Danny Garcia, co-owner of the UFL, and we talked about Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, showing up at the game tonight, and she broke some news.
She did.
Yeah, she broke some news. She said that they left Hawaii, got halfway across the Pacific Ocean, and had to turn around because there was something wrong. I won't say with the plane, but there was something wrong, so they had to go back to Hawaii. So he's not going to make the game tonight, as we had obviously and talked about him doing, but he's not doing that. So how are you doing?
I'm doing well. What is not to do well today? It's opening day for the league.
You wearing your red?
I'm wearing my red.
Hold up, before we go any further. Don't stop like that. You're supposed to say, what you want me to stop for?
What do you want me to stop for?
Okay, so that's it. So you just led me right into University of Houston Cougars.
I mean, it's going to
The
be
basketball. They're playing tonight against Purdue, number 4 seed.
and they are going to blow it out of the water. I mean, the University of Houston men's basketball is just phenomenal. And I'm telling you, they're going to do exceedingly well. It is going to be a great night in Houston, Texas.
It is. It's
It
a great
is.
night in Houston. You got the UFL, you got the University of Houston Cougars. The Rockets are not playing tonight. Oh,
But the
no. They are in Phoenix tomorrow night.
Correct.
The Dash
The Dash and the Stros
and the Astros are playing tonight.
and the Space Cowboys.
That's right. Astros have the Mets tonight. Hunter Brown on the mound for the Astros tonight. And then you've got the Space Cowboys, which we
Kicking
covered
off
that
tonight.
earlier. Opening day for them tonight as well. Man, Houston, people used to say Houston isn't a good sports town.
They were wrong.
They were dead wrong.
It is the best sports town. I mean, you guys know I'm a native Houstonian. I love all things Houston. But when you talk about our sports scene and you talk about our fan base, that's where it really starts to come alive. We have the best fans in the world.
That's
I'll argue
exactly
it
right.
all day long.
Not just one team, but across the board. So the UFL Roughnecks are in town tonight. I will play a little part in that, a very small part in that, and I'm honored. Thank you for having me.
I'm glad you're coming.
And that's going to be a whole lot of fun. But I just want you to get folk out to the game. They need to come out here. We need to fill the entire stadium because they're playing the Battlehawks tonight, and you can't let the Battlehawks leave here with a win.
No, we can't. And I talked to Coach Johnson yesterday. We had a fan event, and I think you guys showed some footage of it earlier. And he is ready to win, and he is excited. And I talked to our players last night, and they are excited, and they are honed in, and they're ready to bring a win to H-Town. And, you know, it is such a distinct privilege and blessing to show off our city and our fan base with the league opening game. So I know you talked about it with Danny. I know you talked about it before, but to have the league opening game, because we're returning back to the University of Houston, back to our roots, the inaugural UFL Fox Friday night game, doesn't get any better than that. And so, you know, joining us, you tonight as another co-host for game day, and really our commitment to our fan base. It's been a few years where we've had changes every year, and so this is where it all comes back together. Space City Celebration, we've got some really